Okay. So I don't know where to begin with this other than I want to start with the fact that this video has taken me, this is probably the 5th attempt to get this video recorded. I've never had this much of a problem recording a video before, and really it just kind of comes down to the fact that explaining these headphones and what they're capable of and what they're able to do and the effects they have and the sound they have, the video needs to be special because the headphones are special. First, we're going to be talking about the Audeze Mobius headphones. If you've never heard of Odyssey, they make high-end, basically audiophile type of headphones. They use planar magnetic drivers, which is the same thing that's in this pair we're going to look at. They're 100mm drivers in a pair of headphones that offers Bluetooth and offers head tracking. The headphones track their head movement. So audio moves with the way that your head moves. It's an exciting time that we're able to have a pair of headphones that can do this much stuff and not sacrifice anything. But what is inside this case retails for $400. So hear me out, because by the end of the video, I honestly think you'll be able to tell where the value is in these. When I first heard $400, I kind of thought that was insane as well. We need to get into the headphones. But before I do that, $400 does not even buy you the case. The case is an add-on at 40 bucks. So just know when buying these that the case is extra. You get a headphone cable, regular 3.5mm headphone cable. That way if you want to use them plugged into an amp and use them just like a normal audiophile type pair of headphones, you have that option. It comes with a USB-C to USB-C. That way if you have a computer or even a phone that has USB-C, you can run audio this way. And then it has a regular USB to USB-C. You simply use the USB to USB-C for charging. Now, they only get 10 hours of battery life. So for a pair of headphones that's $400 and only gets 10 hours of battery life, a lot of you are probably wondering, like, how is this even worth it? Well, all the technology that are in the headphones and the fact that they have planar magnetic 100mm drivers, that's gonna pull some power. You also get a detachable microphone. You can use these as a gaming headset. You can use them plugged into your PS4 controller. You can use them plugged into your PC. You can use them plugged into the Switch. But since we're talking about the mic, let's go ahead and check out the mic test here. This is the mic test with the Audeze Mobius. It sounds incredible for a microphone, but I do want to point out that it does pick up the popping sounds and the hissing sounds, so obviously you probably want to move it further away, but that will affect the volume pickup. I do notice like it's not as sensitive, so it seems like you kind of have to talk a little bit louder than you normally would. And again, that just could be me. They are mic monitoring, so I'm able to hear everything that I'm saying. I think the quality's that good, and obviously you can use this Bluetooth and use the microphone, and it just adds a whole nother element to using this headset. Plugging these in using the USB connection into my PC and downloading their software where you can adjust the size of the room that you're in. You can tell it the dimensions of your head, and it gives you the most accurate way of listening to something, whether it be music, games, movies. It drops you in whatever environment, but it gives you the amount of depth to make it feel like the things are going on in the exact same room that you're in. It's crazy and it sounds gimmicky, but it actually works. So we just need to get right into the headphones. First off is the build quality. First time I saw them on the website, it showed a picture of somebody twisting the headphones, and I was like, if these are $400 and they look like it was plastic, I wouldn't turn them like that. I wouldn't twist them. It's not plastic. In fact, I honestly don't know what this material is, but it's very sleek. It almost feels silky, if that makes sense. There's so much just give and bounce to it that as soon as you pick it up, you realize that twisting these are not an issue at all. Look, that you should not be doing with a $400 pair of headphones, but it's fine. They're okay. As far as branding goes, you do have the name Odyssey right at the top of the headband. You do have the Odyssey logo on the outside part right above where the hinges that causes these to turn. They do lay flat, but they do not fold inwards. The extension in the middle, that is a very, very hard, thick plastic. And again, I just don't see build quality being an issue with these. There is quite a bit of weight to these. Again, I think that's a lot to do with the battery and the technology that's in these. So the headband has this real thin leather, almost, I think there's memory foam in the headband, but I never had discomfort and I never got tired of it. Ear cup wise, that is memory foam. There's a very thick, like leather-like material, but it's really thick. Your left and right are marked inside the headband, but also inside the ear cups. They offer these in a copper, which is what you see here, and also a blue. If you see some of the other headphones that this company makes, it's really big, really open back, just a whole different look than what they went with these. It seemed like they were trying to design these to have a mainstream look where you're able to use these as gaming headsets, but also taking them out and about, using them on the go, and not look like you're walking around with something that can also be used for gaming. It does not at any time look like a gaming headset. As you can tell, it just fits perfectly. It does stick out quite a bit, but to me, it's not that obnoxious. I've seen some that are way more over the top than this. All right, so on the right hand side, no controls. On the left hand side, we'll start at the front. You have your 3D button. Now, if you tap it once, it'll know that that is your center. That is your starting point. If I turn right or if I turn left, that audio is almost as though you're in a room with the audio playing in front of you, like the band playing in front of you or whatever. So if you turn your head, your audio shifts to this side where that was where your head was once pointing. It can also track up and down. It's technology I have not seen before. The 3 different 3D modes, you have manual, auto, and off. Right below that is the USB-C connection. Again, you can get audio that way, but that is also the way to charge these. Behind that is your 3.5mm headphone input. And then on the back side are your controls for your mic, volume, and then your headphone volume. Now these are also your controls for skipping songs forward by using the volume side. You actually have to push the volume wheel down and then move it up to actually skip forward, and then move it down if you want to skip backwards. Same thing with the mic button. You actually click it once, spin it up, and then it'll change it to the built-in EQ settings that are in the headphone. There's flat, there's default, there's racing, there's music, there's RPG, there's tons of different ones. It was incredible. But if you're an audiophile and you don't want to do all that, turning it to flat really is a flat response. It's like you went and bought an audiophile pair of headphones that you like to critique things and listen to them in a flat way, that you're capable of doing that. Also on the outside of the ear cup is the power button, which you have to hold for a very long time. It seems like 6 or 7 seconds to get these to turn on. I mean, they come on with a voice saying they're connected, and it'll tell you which way that you're connected. And then above that is your mic mute switch to turn the mic on and off. I'm not the biggest fan of having this little switch on the outside of the ear cup, and nothing that was like, I'm not gonna buy these because the mic mute switch is on the back. Definitely nothing like that. Let's say, I'm going to show you these Sennheisers. They're open back. First off, most open back headphones are made to be plugged into an amp and made to be, you know, where you're sitting down in front of your home entertainment system or sitting in front of a PC. It's not really made to just go and be out and about. But the sound that those headphones have and the capabilities to have that type of sound and have Bluetooth. And to be able to use it wirelessly, that's something I didn't think we'd ever get to this point. Bluetooth sounds good and sounds great, but they've never been able to mimic, you know, what open back headphones or what high-end audiophile grade headphones and have it done wirelessly. And Odyssey was actually able to do that somehow with these. Now, they don't label these as gaming headsets. They don't even label these as, like, you know, audiophile type headphones. They focus on saying that these headphones give you an experience. And at first I thought that's kind of cheesy. I don't know where they're getting that from or why they would say that. They needed to come up with something else. After a week of using these, I can say every time that I used them, it was an experience. Like, now I'm sounding cheesy, but if I use them Bluetooth with my phone, it sounds like you're plugged into an amp. It sounds like you're sitting in front of your computer. It does not sound like it should be capable of doing this while you're walking around. Now you think having a pair of headphones, you know, you for gaming, you want something where you can hear footsteps. Well, these not only let you hear footsteps, but you can hear how far away they are. You can hear them approaching. You can hear them moving around you in a way that, again, I've not experienced with gaming headsets. So $400, like if this was just a gaming headset, even as incredible as it sounds with games, I would have a very hard time recommending a $400 gaming headset. I wouldn't see the purpose in paying for a gaming headset what you paid for your console or, you know, building your PC. But after listening to these with movies and music, because movies, this truly is like sitting in a theater. The sound separation that it has, the depth that it has, it doesn't sound like they're just right here over your ears. Like you can hear, you know, different angles. You can hear the depth and the bass impact. Okay, so this is the problem that I kept having with the other videos that I was trying to shoot on these headphones. I end up rambling to a point where I'm trying to explain the sound so much because it's that exciting and that incredible that I don't want to feel like I'm overhyping these. I like people to discover things on their own, but what these were able to accomplish, this truly is a way to discover things in music that you haven't heard and to hear things in movies that you don't think you should be hearing with headphones. Like it should be in a theater, it should be with this high-end stereo setup. For once in my whole YouTube career of covering headphones, I've kind of hit the point of being speechless. This is something special. This is an experience, no matter what you try them with. $400, I get it, is a lot. There are a few things that, like I said, I would change button-wise and control-wise. It does something with audio that a lot of us don't get the chance to experience. So when I look at a pair of Beats headphones that, you know, they sell for $300, and you have the Bose QC35s that sell for $350, or the Sony 1000X M2 and M3s that sells for $350. Yeah, they isolate sound very well, but there's no way they're coming close to sounding like these. So thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Thank you guys so much for checking out all the other videos. And as always, guys, make sure to stay tuned for more.